6 Oral sex facts, things you should know before having an oral sex. Oral sex used to be a taboo subject, but these days it's a common form of sexual activity. Oral sex means using your mouth, lips, or tongue to stimulate your partner's genitals or anus. Both men and women can give their partner oral sex. You've probably heard oral sex called many names. Going down, a blow job, giving head, a 69 or rimming, plus plenty more. But oral sex has official medical names too. Oral sex on a woman, the vagina, vulva and clitoris, is called cunnilingus, and oral sex on a man, the penis, is called fellatio. If oral sex involves the anus, it's called analingus. Oral sex can be a natural and enjoyable part of sex between partners if both of you enjoy it and consent to it. You can give or receive oral sex as part of other sexual activity, like vaginal or anal intercourse, or on its own. But oral sex without a condom does come with risks. Do subscribe if you are yet to do so, do give a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with friends and loved ones so they also benefit as you are about to. Now, 6 oral sex facts and things you should know before having oral sex. 1. Oral sex isn't ever a requirement. You never, ever have to do anything sexual if you don't want to. That includes oral sex. Some people view oral sex as a stepping stone to more sexual acts or as foreplay before penetrative sex, but that doesn't mean you have to do it if you're not into it. Remember that sex is always a two-way street, and you and your partner should be on the same page before any and every sexual act together. That means no one should ever pressure you to engage in oral sex if you don't want to, and you should never pressure anyone either. No matter if they're your boyfriend, girlfriend, or anything else. 2. Oral sex counts as real sex. Surveys show that many people, including many young adults and teenagers who want to preserve their technical virginity, don't consider oral sex to be the real thing. Maybe it's because oral isn't penetration in a traditional sense, or perhaps it's because the act can't lead to conception. But doctors say that oral sex is still sex, especially because it carries many of the same risks as intercourse if it's not done responsibly. A lot of women focus on, well, I won't get pregnant. But there's another very serious issue with unprotected sex, whether it be vaginal or oral, and that is the transmission of sexually transmitted diseases. In that sense, oral sex still counts. 3. Oral sex can give you cancer. Before you start to freak out and vow never to try oral sex ever, the act itself will not give you cancer. However, the human papillomavirus, HPV, can be transmitted through oral sex, which can potentially cause cancer in the back of the throat, including the base of the tongue and tonsils. This is known as oropharyngeal cancer. While there are now vaccines available designed to prevent HPV from causing cervical cancer, it has not been confirmed if this same vaccine will prevent oropharyngeal cancers. So what's the best way to prevent this risk? Practice safe sex by using a condom or dental dam every time you give or receive oral sex. 4. Oral sex isn't automatically safe sex. Just because there's no penetration involved doesn't mean that oral sex is automatically a safe sex option. In fact, there are several risks you need to be aware of when it comes to oral acts. It's still very possible for you to get an STD on your mouth or genitals from giving or receiving oral sex with a partner of any gender. One can get herpes from oral sex, syphilis can also be gotten through oral sex, and many others such as gonorrhea, HPV, and viral hepatitis. Chlamydia is less likely gotten through oral sex, but still possible. If you want to engage in any kind of oral sex, make sure you use either a condom or dental dam for someone with a vagina. 5. It's a bacteria jungle down there. Pubic hair and sweaty genitals, everyone can get a bit clammy down there, are a breeding ground for bacteria. However, if you and your partner shower regularly and you use a condom or dental dam, then you're taking the right hygiene precautions. The mouth is also filled with bacteria. About 1,000 to 100,000 bacteria live on each tooth even if you do practice good oral health. So make sure you're both regularly brushing to keep everything as hygienic as it can be. 6. What does semen taste like? Well, it has something to do with diet. If your partner has a penis and eats a lot of steak, this will change the taste of their semen, aka cum. If you're going to swallow it, and that's totally up to you and not a requirement at all, know that your partner's diet can change what you end up tasting. If they eat a lot of fruit, it can taste a little sweeter, and if they're big on dairy and meat, then it'll have the opposite effect. Expect a less palatable taste. That would be all for now. Thank you for watching and staying to the very end. See you next time. Until then, remain blessed.